Check it. Alright, y'all, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This is your overall daily update for these stocks, the meme stocks. We're also going to be quickly looking at SQQQ, the dollar, several of the things that correlate with SPY in the overall market, NASDAQ, these assets. We're also going to be looking at the meme stocks. So without wasting any more of your precious time, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, leaving emotion at the door, and hop into the charts. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So this video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. We're going to be looking at AMC, GME, and the SPY. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. Now, let's go ahead and hop in the charts. So, the first thing we want to point out for SPY is going to be, obviously, the bearish divergence. Look at this madness we have going on in SPY. This is a short squeeze, y'all. So, basically, everyone jumped the gun, and we will update it. So, it's going to be a little bit different. So, if I do mess up during the video, that's because it updated. Okay, there we go. So, here we go. All right, so we noticed that we had a pump to the upside. Everybody had went short on the market when we seen this major capitulation. But guys, when you're at the bottom and RSI is getting oversold, that's not when you want to start a new short position. So what happened? People got caught in a short squeeze, and that's why we're seeing this pump to the upside. Now we have multiple gap fills to the downside. I do not think this is going to be the bottom for SPY. I do think we are still going to be seeing a crash. And again, when I talked about this in the 2008 fractal, again, if you're new to the channel, this might be a little bit new to you, but I've been talking about this over and over and over now at this point. But the 2008 fractal had a bounce to the upside before an overall capitulation, and we did see a major bounce in 2008 before the crash. So we had 4 lower lows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we bounced all the way up before crashing. So you can see we had this 4th lower low, and still we got to bounce all the way up and then crashed. So if SPY were to do the same thing, that means SPY would be coming up to this level. Now, there's a lot of resistance here at this 431, 432 level, so I don't think SPY is going to be able to get past that level. But if it does get past this yellow line right here, okay, so if it does use this as support, I'm warning you now, SPY will make a nice pop to the upside. That's not what I think is going to be happening, but that is something that we do have to look at. Now, what I'm seeing here on the short term is very, very important because we're coming up to this major support and resistance. We're seeing that RSI is overbought. We're seeing that the MACD on the 4-hour time frame is starting to curl down. MACD on the 2-hour time frame is starting to curl down. And again, so on and so forth. So what I'm seeing is a sign of weakness. MACD here on the hourly time frame is showing red. We're seeing that RSI is overbought. If we go down to the smaller time frames, we're seeing insane bearish divergences where the price just keeps going up, but the RSI is downtrending. So you can see the price is trending up while the RSI is trending down. This is massive bearish divergence. This will play out, guys. This will play out. But the reason why this happened is because SPY went into a short squeeze because people got caught shorting the market when they should have been actually looking for the recovery bounce, which I told everybody was going to happen. I said, we're going to bounce on the way down. This is stuff that I've been talking about over and over and over again. We're going to bounce on the way down, and this is what we're seeing. So again, you do not just move straight down. You do not just move straight up. It has to move in waves. So we're getting that recovery bounce. Now I think we're starting to top out, okay? So again, we're starting to see a lot of weakness. SPY might make one more quick little push to the upside, but as far as breaking 432, in my personal opinion, I do not think it's going to happen. As far as using this yellow line as support, I do not think it's going to be happening. If we do see SPY break above this line and use it as support, you will see a nice pop to the upside, but there is so much resistance in this area between, like I said, 430 and 435 that I do not think SPY will be able to get past it. So this is what I'm looking at for SPY on the short and long term. Okay, so this is what we are looking at. As far as the dollar did have a dump to the downside, but you can see now it is starting to recover. This is going to put bearish pressure back onto the market, especially with this gap fill to the upside. That means the dollar is going to be moving back to the upside to fill this gap. And of course, if you look at SPY has a lot of gaps to the downside now. That means SPY is going to be moving down to fill those gaps. If we also look at what's going on with SQQQ as well, you can see that SQQQ is oversold. So SQQQ moves inverse of the NASDAQ. So when NASDAQ goes up, SQQQ goes down, and vice versa. The fact that the RSI is oversold on the 4-hour time frame, on the daily time frame, is letting me know that this is nearing a bottom. Also seeing the MACD start to curl up is letting me know that it's nearing a bottom. This is all indications that the market is going to be topping out, okay? Between the dollar, between SQQQ starting to look bullish like it's bottoming out, between the overall resistance that we're seeing here, and between the RSI with the bearish divergence and the MACD starting to show weakness at a crucial level that it needs to show strength, that is all saying that this is probably going to be the top and we're going to be seeing a pullback. So most likely we're going to be seeing downside on SPY this Friday. Okay, so we're going to probably be seeing downside on SPY tomorrow, in my personal opinion, probably seeing a pullback. So as far as the overall market is concerned, I do think we're going to be seeing a pullback tomorrow. And then later in next week, we could probably going to see more continued downside starting to continue to move down. And again, this is playing out the 2008 fractal almost exactly the same. 1, 2, 3. We're forming that fourth lower low, especially if we top out here. That is going to be that fourth lower low, and that is going to cause us to capitulate to the downside. So this is what I'm looking at in the short and long term. Now let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on for AMC and GME, and give you guys the update on that. And I also want to let you guys know that Friday we also have the unemployment numbers dropping, so you do want to take note of that, and this could be a catalyst for downside for SPY. And again, I repeat, Friday we will be having unemployment, and this could be a catalyst for downside for SPY, especially if these numbers come out low, because they want unemployment to go up. That's their goal right now. I know that sounds bad, but they want unemployment to go up. So if these numbers come out lower, that is going to be bad news for the market and for the Fed. Now let's go ahead and move into the overall meme stock. So GameStop, I think, is setting up for a move. If GameStop breaks above this orange line at $13.65 and uses it as support, you're going to see a nice push to the upside for GameStop. GameStop also has a golden cross here on the smaller time frames. Now we do have a gap fill down here at this $12 level, so we do have to make sure we are aware of that. We have gap fills down below at this $13 level, so we could probably going to see a retest tomorrow, pushing down and retesting those before moving back to the upside. And again, I'm not 100% sure we're going to fill this $12.70 gap, but if we break above, we're going to fill it eventually, but I'm not sure if we're going to fill it right this minute. But if we break above $13.65 using that support, you're going to see a push to the upside. That's going to give you confirmation of the move. This is a cup and handle formation. You can see your cup right here, and it's now forming a handle in this bull flag type consolidation right now as well. And if we see a move above that key level of $13.65 using it as support, that's when you could see that push that we're looking for GameStop. And again, this could be a potential trade setup for a quick little gain. This could possibly happen tomorrow, or it could happen in the or next week, but this is what I'm looking at for GameStop. As far as the macro is concerned, again, we talked about this over and over. I'll just go over it quickly for the people that are new to the channel. GameStop is in a massive falling wedge. So a falling wedge is a bullish continuation pattern. We also have a smaller falling wedge here. And once we break above these key levels using these as support, you're going to see a nice push. I believe that GameStop is starting to build bullish momentum. I think it's starting to bottom out. You can see that RSI is getting oversold here on the daily time frames, or was oversold. And it is very, very low, giving us tons of run the room. room to run. If we go ahead and look on the weekly time frame, you can see that RSI is basically touching oversold. Is at 32, oversold is at 30, so it is basically oversold, and these are good levels in my personal opinion to be dollar cost averaging to get in at the bottom before a move back to the upside, filling these gaps fills at this $30 and $70 level. So this is what I'm looking at for GameStop on the short and long term. And again, key levels that we could be looking at for GameStop are going to be that $13.65 for resistance. If we break above and use it as support, you're going to see a push. As support, we're looking at $13.17, $13.05, and $12.91. Now, let's go ahead and go into the meme stocks and show you guys what's going on for AMC and then wrap up the video. I also want to point out that they do have 3.5 million short shares for AMC, and for GameStop they have 1.2 million, and AMC's max pain is at $10. So they are going to try to push it towards $10 tomorrow. So just be aware of that. They are going to try to push AMC towards $10 tomorrow. Now, if AMC can get above $10.65, you're going to see a nice move. So $10.65 is a major resistance right now. And if we can use that as support, you're going to see a nice push to the upside. So $10.65 is the mark that we're going to be looking for AMC to break. AMC is currently in this falling wedge type structure. I basically think we could see a little bit of consolidation here pre-market, possibly trending to the upside. So this is what I'm going to do for pre-market, possibly trending to the upside to test that $10.65 level, testing that possibly even pre-market. And again, if we can use that as support, you're going to see a nice move. As far as the macro is concerned for AMC, guys, this thing is setting up for a move in my personal opinion. First of all, we have a golden cross here, right here on the hourly time frame. We have a golden cross on the 2-hour time frame. You guys can see that we had this pennant breakout style. We're forming a cup and handle. Right here would be your cup. And then if we get back up to that $10.65 level, that's going to be your handle. And that's why that level there is your breakout zone. This could happen tomorrow, or it could happen next week. Okay, so I'm looking for AMC to break up to the upside. And if we do break out of this cup and handle, you could see a move to $11, $11.50. And if we can hold those levels, obviously, then we can start taking out these higher targets to get to this gap fill. I think AMC is setting up to fill this first gap. So I don't think it's going to be too much longer till we see AMC at $11.50 to $12.50. The gap is a little bit higher than that. You guys can see the numbers right here on the side. But those are just rough numbers for you guys to look at. Again, $11.50, $12.50. I do not think it's going to be too long until we see AMC at these valuations. We can also see that the fundamentals are improving. Barbie did great. Oppenheimer did great. The show with Taylor Swift is doing great. All of these things are doing absolute numbers. So I do think we see the fundamentals improving. We sold all of those shares to build a cash stash. So we are looking good as far as the fundamentals are concerned. What I focus on is the technicals. Fundamentals are definitely important. But what we're looking at on the technicals and the longer time frame, when in doubt, zoom out, is of course the gap fills to the upside here at this $40 level, and at this $20 level, I do think they are getting worked on to get filled. You can see that the MACD on the weekly time frame is starting to curl up. RSI was oversold. It's not oversold anymore. It's at 32, but it's basically oversold here on the weekly time frame. Same as GameStop. They're both setting up for a move. They're both at a bottom in my personal opinion, and around the stage that I think that they're at, as far as the market psychology, I do believe that this is actually the depression phase for AMC and GME, and we are working our way out of it before moving back up into a disbelief rally where people think it's not real that AMC will be able to rally. That's what I think it's going to go up to 40 and then possibly have a euphoria rally after that. So we will be looking at that later down on the road when that does come. But right now, let's keep our minds straight and just look at the gap fills that we do know are there, because that's what the charts are telling us. That's what the facts are telling us, that we could see $40 for AMC, and that is very, very realistic. So that is what we will be focusing on at this point in time. So me personally, I did average down my position into a spot where I will make money off of this trade once it does fill those gaps. But guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you. I'm going to give you guys quickly the support and resistance for AMC. Again, $10.65 is the level that we're going to be wanting to look at. Check out the live stream tomorrow for more updates on AMC. I'm going to be doing a live stream at 9:30 from market open to market close. So if you want to see that, go ahead and tune in tomorrow to see more predictions for AMC. We're looking for this cup and handle breakout. Your resistances are at $10.65, $10.54. Your supports right now are at $10.42, $10.34, and $10.25. We do have a gap fill down here at $10.14 that will need to get filled. So guys, this is what I'm looking at for AMC on the short and long term. Hopefully you found a video informative. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you could check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite. If you want to get in, just hit me up on my email, DataZeroOfficial5. Hit me up. Ask me about the Discord. I will send you payment information. Once you make payment via PayPal or Cash App, I'm going to send you the invitation, and it's as easy as that. Make sure you do email me before you do send out. Or make sure you do email me before you send any type of payment, because I must be able to send you the link and contact you. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for all the super chats, all the support and donations. This video was brought to you by the DataZero family. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.